They came in peace to save the human race, or so it seemed. And now, from my Dark Matters collection, I present to you The Visitation. It sat in a large field in upstate New York, emitting a low-frequency hum. The spacecraft was surrounded by an impenetrable force field that the NASA Aerospace Forensic Team discovered the hard way. The proximity sensors on their mobile ground robot alarmed wildly just before it vaporized in a blinding flash of white light. Damn, Alan, that was one expensive sparkler. Our bot didn't get within 10 meters of that thing. Now what? I don't think we have too many options, Walt, unless you want to give it a try. Only if you take the lead, Skipper. Alan gave him that look and addressed his team. I'm scrubbing the active investigation. Our only option left is patience. And they didn't have to wait too long. The next day, a message appeared on every mobile device on Earth. We come in peace. You are to expect an operating system update on this device that will include our voice-to-text translation software. The many dozens of your most common languages and dialects will be readily accommodated, as our communication here demonstrates. We will be exiting our vehicle tomorrow at 12 p.m. EDT. At the field in upstate New York, the spacecraft's low-frequency humming stopped right on schedule, and the occupants emerged from their ship. People around the world viewed the live stream with excitement, curiosity, and a bit of apprehension. The aliens were human-like in appearance, but with a bulbous brain case and imposing stature. Their spoken language was deep and garbled, as if they were speaking in tongues. Their opening statement gave a glimpse of their superior intellect. You will be pleased to know that we have the ability to understand all Earth languages, both written and spoken. This will assure straightforward two-way communications with all. The purpose of our visit will be provided when a proper setting can be arranged. The low-frequency hum returned as soon as they re-entered their spaceship. The Visitation, as it came to be known, left many overwhelmed with humility. The internet exploded in a shockwave of reels and videos. Governments froze as the world order was about to be shaken to its core. The very foundations of world religions lay in ruins as the gods we made were no longer relevant. Astrophysicists and exobiologists celebrated the arrival of their holy grail, and humans everywhere were on pins and needles as the reason for this otherworldly visit hung heavily in the air. The alien crew was invited to speak at a UN General Assembly session in New York City. International leaders and experts of every stripe sat spellbound as the alien commander delivered his message. Good evening, humans. We hope that our sudden arrival did not alarm you. Our surveillance drones indicated that assistance would be most advantageous at this time. To facilitate precise communications, understand that we have complete knowledge of your nomenclature systems as well as the many billions of your proper names. Though our syntax and grammar may be imperfect, the technical language required to advance our mission will be flawless. Please know that we have come to your world in peace, offering a book of gifts that we call Helpings of Humanity. As you examine each of these extraordinary gifts, suspicions will be understandable. In fact, it may all seem too good to be true. We vow to earn your trust and respect as we will work closely with your engineers and scientists, providing expertise at every turn of your journey. We do this not just out of generosity, but because we believe that alliances with our galactic neighbors are essential for a universe no longer constrained by the speed of light. We wish you all the best, as you will be joining a planetary coalition that wants nothing more than to serve you well. This was followed by a question and answer session that had attendees and viewers alike staring in awe as translations of those deep and garbled voices filled their screens. The aliens' pleasant yet serious demeanor and encouraging message helped to put people's minds at ease. Any leftover concerns were replaced by hope, and many felt a deep, almost spiritual connection to these visitors from another planet. Helpings of Humanity was offered in every major language in the developed world. It was a comprehensive digital tome that presented alien technologies in stunning detail. Scientists, engineers, and medical experts were astonished by the vast array of advanced technical information that was bestowed by this benevolent race of extraterrestrials. Solutions to problems that might have taken hundreds of years of human brain evolution to solve were presented on a proverbial silver platter. It really did seem too good to be true. The early chapters provided sophisticated manufacturing and construction techniques, exquisite engineering drawings, advanced AI software tools, and complex chemical formulas, equations, and reaction procedures. The most critical chapter described the large-scale synthesis of elements 121 and 123. These surprisingly stable synthetic metals and their alloys possess properties that were essential for the production of many of the new technologies gifted to humanity. One by one, each succeeding chapter revealed solutions for the most threatening problems facing the human race. Thermodynamic engineering systems for lowering global atmospheric and oceanic temperatures, along with highly efficient CO2 sequestration technologies. Carbon-free nuclear fusion reactors for generating electricity. Room temperature superconducting electrical transmission systems capable of transforming the world's power grid. Unfathomable medical cures for all known diseases and addictions. Gene splicing procedures to increase human longevity. Agricultural advances that could feed an overpopulated planet while providing optimal dietary intake. And interstellar transportation systems for accessing the complex network of wormholes scattered across the universe. One of the most promising technologies was intended to alleviate the overpopulation of our planet. More than 12 billion people were crowded into Earth's dwindling number of thermally habitable zones. World leaders agreed to take on the construction of hundreds of molecular transporter centers for the relocation of humans, in order to entice people to leave the hellscape of the late 21st century Earth. The aliens provided video tours of their home planet and the utopia that awaited. Their planet was located in a binary solar system over 5 million light-years away in the Andromeda Galaxy. It was a gravity and climate-controlled planet over 4 times the size of Earth, where the aliens had already prepared for human arrivals. Stunning landscapes and vistas, a pale blue sky complete with dual sunrises and sunsets, and geographic features that were identical to Earth's most beautiful locations. Newly constructed towns and cities were filled with charming residences, parks, theaters, shops, walkways, and streets. Restaurants offered the most delicious assortment of familiar comfort foods, along with every exotic cultural cuisine on Earth. And best of all, there were no screens, no internet or social media platforms to erode the attention span of humans or to distract them from the wonderment of their new world. Wealth, power, class, fear, hatred, and war were all concepts long forgotten in this new home away from home. Amidst all the excitement, a concerning discovery was made by a team of South Korean computer scientists that set off their personal alarm bells. It was the existence of a text that was secretly encrypted into helpings of humanity. It was written in an alien language so complex that even the most advanced AI tools were unable to translate it. However, the significance of their discovery gave them all the motivation they needed to persist. Using quantum computing systems and tens of thousands of hours of runtime, they were able to crack the alien code. The 4 engineers huddled in a super secure facility below the teeming nightlife of Seoul. The years of exhausting and tedious work had finally paid off. They remained hopeful as their decoded translation began to run. Their optimism quickly vanished as a nearly endless stream of short 2- and 3-page illustrated chapters scrolled across their screens. The team leader, Kim Soo-young, was the first to break the shocked silence. "No, it can't be," she cried. "These are recipes. Dozens and dozens of recipes. Appetizers, entrees, side dishes, desserts. And we're the main ingredient in every one of them." IT specialist Lee Min-ho had a sudden flashback. Helpings of humanity? Serve us well? Too good to be true. Christ almighty, their real mission was hiding in plain sight. Kim Soo-young and her colleagues sat speechless as their thoughts turned to the hundreds of molecular transporter centers around the world and the millions of humans who had already left our planet for theirs, only to wind up on alien menus. Their stunned silence was ruptured by the metallic disconnect of electromagnetic deadbolts and the slow swing of the heavy metal door as it opened, followed by deep and garbled voices that needed no translation. Thank you for listening.